Hi friends, welcome back. My name is Molly. I'm the founder, owner, operator, everything for Lacquer 22, a small nail polish company. Today we're talking makeup again. I'm so excited. I have parts of the ColourPop and Twilight collection here with me today. It came in yesterday, I think, and I'm so excited to dig in. My best friend in the world is obsessed with Twilight, and I watched it probably a couple weeks ago, maybe a month ago now, and my husband and I had a blast watching it. It is an interesting movie, to say the least, but ColourPop did like a slight restock of this collection, and I was able to grab it just in time, and I'm super stoked. First, let's look at the palette. I love the kind of like iridescence for some of the layers on here. I think that's really pretty. Get rid of that little plastic guy. And here we go. So obviously a very cool tone palette. That just makes sense with the movie. I would like to see what they do with the other movies, if that's in the works. I would not be surprised if it is. I'm really loving this green here, the blue of course. This looks like a duochrome, maybe not. I'm just really excited. I think there's some really fun colors in here and a lot of different things that can be used differently. I feel like there's a lot of potential looks here, so I'm stoked. The next thing I got is one of the Super Shock highlighters. This is the like whiter one. There's this one, and then there was like a more lavender type of one. This is called Vampire Skin. I love the texture of Super Shocks. Oh, all right, cool. So I do kind of plan to use this the same way that I use Flexitarian, which is an inner corner highlight. The reason I got this is because Flexitarian can be so warm sometimes, and I was hoping this would just be like a super cool version, and alas, here we are, it is. Now the last thing I got, this is the trio of lip oils. So I'm really excited about this one because I have not tried ColourPop's lip oils yet. When lip oils became a thing, couldn't care less. And now that I've tried a couple here and there, I realize like some are good, some are fine and whatever, and then others are not conditioning at all. So I wanted to try these. I love the different colors of these. I'm super excited to try especially this one, the blue one. I'm gonna swatch these all for a second, but you guys also hopefully know by now I love a black gloss. Absolutely love. Ooh. And I'm really excited about this blue one because the reason I didn't get the Blend Bunny blue one is because it was too bright of a blue, I guess, and I was kind of like concerned because I didn't really think it would be a good look on me. We'll see how I feel about this one though. Alrighty, so these are the three lip oils. So the red one is called Belle's, the black one in the middle is called Team Jacob, and then the blue one that's next to the highlighter there, ooh, is called Team Edward. So I'm super excited. It looks like at least, yeah, it looks like Jacob and Edward both have a shimmer glittery type thing going on in there. That doesn't really translate a whole lot. Maybe a little bit, not enough though. But then Belle's makes me think a lot of the one from the Unearthly Halloween box, there we go, just in tone. They feel pretty nice on the lip or on the hand as a swatch. The texture seems good, so I'm intrigued to see how it feels on the lips. So in addition to the Twilight items, I went out and I was running some errands, and I have been kind of eyeing the ColourPop concealer for a hot minute. I finally bit the bullet and I bought it, so I'll be trying that today as well. I'm really excited. I want ColourPop so badly to start going back to their old ways and being interesting, or at least have more fun collabs. And I say more fun. They have had some fun ones in the past. It's just not things that I necessarily care about, so I wasn't interested in buying them. But fingers crossed for the future. I'm going to prep and prime my lids, and then I'm going to zoom in and we'll get started. All right, we are ready to go. We'll get started. First though, little disclaimer, if you hear like little click-clack sounds, I am dog watching my parents' dog right now, and he can't walk silently. So that's all that is. Of course, I'm going to be doing 2 looks. So my kind of thought right now, I just love green, so I feel like I'm going to go here and definitely use that shimmer. I'm kind of divided though if I'm going to use this or that matte, and then see kind of what happens from there. And then my other eye, I wanted to do more of the neutral route, so I'm thinking this brown, and then some other shimmer in there as well. But let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna go ahead and start with the green eye. So the first shade there is this one called Impossibly Fast. And this palette does not have a mirror, so you have to provide your own, unfortunately. So I have Impossibly Fast kind of laid down. I do want it to be a little bit more of the smoky route rather than my typical placement. So I did bring it in a little bit. I might even add some more. We're gonna figure that out, but I don't want to do too much too fast. So we're gonna move on to kind of the blending out color. And I'm gonna go with 17 right here. It's more of a gray, but it kind of has a green tint to it. I don't think it's a pure black plus white gray. I think there is a little bit of a very slight color hue mixed in. But I'm going to take that with a ColourPop brush actually. And we're just going to kind of go in. The green, the Impossibly Fast color, had a lot of good pigment to it. I would say that the texture of it is more of a typical shadow slash on the drier side. I love my Glam Light shadows, but those are definitely more on the creamy side rather than the dry. And I don't know, I feel like this green in this palette just had a little bit more dryness to it. It still performed really well, so don't get me wrong there. But thought I would let you know that. I think that's good info to have. I'm a fan of 17. I think that was a good color choice. I'm going back in now with Impossibly Fast just to make sure that we have as much saturation as possible with that green. And I am just going to go ahead and bring it all the way in so we can have more of a smoky look. So this is kind of the base product, if you will, for this look. I'm so excited to go into the green right there. That emerald just looks so pretty. It's called Lion and Lamb, and I just look at that. I love green so much. Oh my god. All right, so of course I'm going to use my glitter glue. I'm still working on the one from NYX, almost at the edge of it though, or at the end of it. Tell me that isn't one of the prettiest colors you've ever seen in your life, because I am personally in love with it. Oh my god. I'm going to go through and do a couple of little more like edits, I guess, to just make sure everything's blended well and I like the shape of it and all of that. But this color is so pretty. Oh, I'm not going to be over that for a minute. I'll be back in just a second and we will start the other eye. So I'm happy with how that's looking, but I'm going to add a little extra moment, if we want to call it that. I'm going to go in here with Ice Cold, this shade, and just very lightly tap that on top of Lion and Lamb, just so we can have an even bigger or even more intense shimmer, I guess. In fact, I'm just going to go back in with it. I feel like Ice Cold just kind of took away some of its magic there. I still want that lighter, kind of brighter effect I don't like what Ice Cold did. I'm gonna go in with Edward. It's this one on the corner right here. And it's, I guess this is their like reformulated glitter formula, because it's definitely glitter in there and it has a different texture to it. Like it's more of a paste feeling, which I'm assuming is necessary for glitter eyeshadow. But there's no star saying like it's not safe for the eyes, so we're gonna try it out. I don't love pressed glitters, I won't lie to you, but I just want this to be even more of like, in your face. So I just took a tiny bit of Edward and I just barely tapped it on top of Lion and Lamb, and I think that just added a really nice little extra sparkle, a little extra dash or something. And I like how that turned out. So this eye is pretty much done. We're gonna move on to the next eye. It's gonna be a little bit more neutral. Here we go. So for the second eye, the more neutral look, we're gonna start down here with Bella, which is this brown shade. I feel like it's definitely a cool tone brown, but it's nothing special, you know, it's just brown. So we're gonna take this shade here, and then I think we're gonna blend it out with this shade right here called Say It Out Loud. So those are gonna be the two main mattes for this look, and then I'm still kind of on the fence with what shimmers I'm gonna use. So we're gonna do the part that I know, and then we'll come back. So again, we're going in with Bella, the brown shade. So I'm in love with that shade, actually. I think this is a really nice shade just for me. Y'all know I'm not a huge neutral person. I don't love browns, but this is a good brown. It's a real good brown. So I'm gonna go in now with Say It Out Loud. I'm gonna start blending into my crease, but I'm leaving Bella there because I need that to be seen. So the shade Say It Out Loud kind of just blended into me. It did not add a whole lot at all, unfortunately. I'm fine with that. I think I'm gonna leave it that way, and then we can adjust after adding shimmers. But I can't get over Bella. I think that is just such a beautiful shade for me. Oh, man. Okay, so I will first put on some glitter glue. But then we're gonna add this shimmer right here called Moonlit, and I think we're gonna add this for the majority, and then go in up here with Prom Night and kind of taper that to the inside, just so we have a good gradient of light to dark. All right, so I have those two shimmers on this eye. However, I don't really like either of them. Moonlit feels better. So Moonlit feels a little bit more, I want to say fresh, but that doesn't feel like the right word. It feels bouncier and softer, creamier, I guess. Prom Night though is a desert. Prom Night it doesn't feel good, and neither of them are very shimmery putting them on, so that's just a bit upsetting. Especially when Lion and Lamb felt good and looked good, I thought. I'm gonna go in back with Bella. I may take a little bit of Forever Young, which is the like black adjacent shade that we have. It's more of a satin, unfortunately, but that might help deepen things up just so the look can be a little bit more put together in my mind. Catch back up in a second. So I'm done with eyeshadow for the day, and until I go underneath my eyes. I don't know, man. These are not my favorite shimmers. I wish some of these were Super Shocks instead. I think if ColourPop decided to put Super Shocks in this palette instead of the shimmers that they did and the shimmer formulas that they did, I think it would be much more successful for the actual use, obviously the palette and the collection as a whole are going to be very successful because Twilight is very successful, and all the Twilight fans are going to be grabbing it up, and even not like a super diehard fan like me. But I'm sad because I am a makeup lover, and I'm real sad that that just was disappointing. I don't know. I'm going to go in, lashes on, and I will come back and finish my face. BRB. Okay, so we're back, lashes are on. I forgot to do my inner corner up close though, so we're gonna go in with Vampire Skin. Take my little brush. Oh my god. Okay. And here we go to the inner corner. Gotta make sure we avoid the lash though. I'm a fan. I'm a fan. This, yeah. It's kind of obnoxious and I like it. Okay, cool. Very neat. We're gonna move on now. I thought I would go ahead and just use the Pretty Fresh concealer on camera for the first time. Might as well, right? So I have the shade that's the lightest one. Fair 05W. Again, the lightest one. Put it on my normal spots. I always hate using a new face product because I never know how much is too much. I mean, honestly, I could take a guess, but I'm gonna go in with my brush. It feels cold. Interesting. I liked it when I put it on my eyes as my base. Oh, I used my Urban Decay primer today because I didn't want to have another Cosmic Brusher situation. Okay, I just put on my contour slash bronzer. It should be a contour, but it still pulls warm on me, so that's really fun. Next I'm going to go in with the Wildcats blush. Looks like this. I think it's a good, kind of more neutrally color. I feel like this is going to be able to pull cool like the eyeshadow is. I'm also trying to use as many ColourPop items as I can today without you know, having to go out and buy a new bronzer and buy a new mascara and buy a new, you know, whatever. Trying to pull all the ColourPop I have for each category. I'm going to do my brows and my lower lash line for eyeshadow, and then we'll be right back to handle lips. So I'm back. Hello, it's me. I did my brows, obviously. e.l.f. Wow Brow Gel, always. And then I did my lower lash line very kind of messily and sloppily because I feel like the smoky eye, that makes sense, and then I feel like even the neutral eye still kind of works like that. Okay, so I also put on my Oh Snap lip liner because I want to have the same base for all the colors because I'm going to swatch all three on my lips today. And I don't want my lips to end up getting red for the last one, so then it's kind of an unfair idea of what it's actually going to look like. Okay, so I'm stoked. I think I'm going to just start with Belle's. This is the red one. Again, they felt good on my hands, so I'm hoping that they feel good on my lips as well. Yes. It feels much thinner than what I'm used to for an oil. It almost feels like a gloss. That's not a bad thing, just an observation. Okay, interesting. So this is Belle's. Obviously, I added more of a pink tint to the lips. Feels nice. No idea of how long they last. I know the Unearthly one is thick. She hangs on for a minute. But I don't think that'll be the case with these because they just aren't as thick, or I want to say sticky, but the Unearthly one is sticky in a good way. There's Belle's. And moving on to the next. So I redid the liner. Now I'm trying to decide which one do I want to do first. I feel like I should do Edward first because I just love a black gloss so much, so I feel like I'd be fine with just leaving that one on. So here is Team Edward. It's blue. And here we go. Okay, I think I like this. I'm kind of surprised. I feel like it has a really similar effect to what black glosses have done for me in the past, but it's not as intense, which on me and my ghost face, ghost complexion, that's a good thing. Has the same feel to it. I really can't see the shimmer peering through though. It's really pretty in the bottle, but you know. Okay, cool. So far, I'm a fan. I'm taking this one off so we can move to the last one. We are reset again, so here goes the last one. This is Team Jacob. This is the black. This one has shimmer as well, so I'm interested to see if this one will show up or not. And as always, I do like the black one. I'm gonna take my bobby pin out, make sure my hair is decent enough, and then we're gonna talk about earthing. Okay, let's talk about it. Okay, first things first, the non-important one, the thing that's not part of the collection, the Pretty Fresh concealer felt pretty good. I don't feel like I'm as dewy as usual with the Rare concealer that I use, which is a good thing because I'm oily. So I'm very interested to see how this kind of wears throughout the day. I'm looking at my bigger mirror behind me when I'm tilted, my bad. But I feel like it looks good so far, so I'm hopeful it wears well, because if so, that would be a fantastic discovery for me and my wallet. Next, the Super Shock highlighter, Vampire Skin. I'm a fan. It's like white and bright in my eye, my inner corner, and I think it looks really nice. You can see here, this is Flexitarian, this is Vampire Skin. This one is much more warm, and this one is much more cool. So I'm really excited to have both of these in my lineup. Next, the lip oils. They feel really good. I'm interested to see how long they last on the lips. I think the colors are fun. I kind of wish that the shimmer was more noticeable. If it's gonna be in the formula, why not just make it noticeable? You know what I mean? And maybe it would be if I put it over a darker lip instead of one that's like a my lip but better situation. Regardless, they feel good. I feel like they look good. They don't seem to be settling into my fine lines on my lips, so that is a definite win. Yeah, I don't know. So far, so good with those. Lastly, for the thing that everybody cares about, the palette. So, I think, just starting very basically, mattes, A+, shimmers, majority could use some work. Again, I really love the Lion and Lamb shade. That green is so beautiful. Ice Cold, Prom Night, Moonlit, even just from swatches, Cullen's and Irresistible weren't very punchy. Edward is fine, but it's a glitter. I wish they had more Super Shock formulas in here. I'm not sure if they kind of changed formulations and stuff, and Super Shocks don't work in palettes like they used to not work in palettes, but I'm not sure why they didn't do that, because those definitely have a much higher sparkle factor, and I feel like even if you bought this and you're not a big makeup person, I feel like the sparkle, at least in the neutral shades, you know, so like the top, those two, I feel like that would have been a plus for a lot of people. Maybe I'm wrong. But I feel like, I don't know, I'm just a little disappointed in the shimmers. Moonlit was like bad. It was just bad. The Cullen's was okay when I swatched it. Irresistible was like kind of the same level of shine as Moonlit was, so not much. And then this satin right here, I would have preferred it to be a matte with a matte with glitter instead of a satin, because the satin just feels awkward. Like what if they made it a black with a red glitter, you know, or even a blue glitter to fit with the rest of the theming? Like the red would fit with the, like, here, the red would fit this, but it would not fit, I guess, the blues and greens. But still, make a black with blue glitter or a black with green glitter, and that still would have felt a little bit better to me. But now that I'm talking it out, maybe a pure black might be too intimidating for somebody not super interested in makeup. I don't know. Mattes I really like. Again, especially that Bella shade. Oh, that Bella shade is so pretty, so pretty. The green did really, really good things. I'm interested to work with the blues. I'm sure we'll hear soon. And I mean, I can supplement with Noctilucent or my own single Super Shocks that I have, but I don't know, like, it's good for the masses. It's not the best for makeup lovers, I feel, and that makes me really sad. I'm not gonna give up on ColourPop though. I'm hoping that they're on their way back up, because I feel like they were doing really, really good and then they started going downhill, and then they kind of plateaued down here because they were just not releasing anything, which is a good thing, don't get me wrong, but now that they're releasing things again, they're just not the most interesting. I don't know, one man's opinion, you know. I don't know, that's kind of all I've got for you. I don't know, shimmer's not so great, mattes are pretty great, lip oils are nice, Super Shock is nice. That's what I have. I hope this was an informative video for you. I hope I answered some of the questions you might have had. If you have any more, please let me know. I'm happy to give you the information that I have that maybe I forgot to mention. You can find me at a bunch of other social medias that are listed below, along with my brand Lacquer22. I hope you have a great day or night wherever you are, and I'll see you next time. Bye.